is official. There are now 16 Republican candidates in the race to be president of the United States. Arguably one of the most successful governors in this country, certainly among the more popular. He enjoys an approval rating north of 60% in Ohio. The fact of the matter is, though, that he is late in this race, and even though he has about $11.5 million, he is facing those with a lot more bang and a lot more bucks, including Jeb Bush, who now has more than $100 million ready to do battle. But it is very early. There are a lot of entrants, and there is the perception here that with so many in this race, do you get to Cleveland when all of this is said and done in that governor's state with a nominee at all, or with any individual with enough delegates to claim that? Maybe not. It is going to be a long race. But now we have our Sweet 16 to Blake Burman on the Kasich entrance. Blake.
Well, Neil, John Kasich has been in and out of politics for the better portion of the last 40 years or so of his life. He kind of ran through his resume. You mentioned how he's been one of the more successful entrants in this field. The resume is quite possibly the longest of them all. He talked about working directly for Ronald Reagan at 24 years old, getting into state politics at 26, was in Congress by 30, was a member of the Armed Services Committee and Budget Committee. He was responsible for that 97 budget deal that passed through Congress. Then his time as a governor, the rainy day funds in Ohio that went from basically nothing to $2 billion. He talked about how he erased an $8 billion budget shortfall and all the tax cuts that he said he got through as well. So the resume is there in length. The question is, as you mentioned, now that there are 16 candidates, and John Kasich, according to the latest Fox News poll, is garnering only about 2% of support from Republican primary voters. How can he separate himself? And in the short term, with the debate taking place in Cleveland, his backyard in just a few weeks, how can he get into the top 10 and on that debate stage, Neil?
All right, we'll watch closely. Blake, thank you very, very much.